little guy, but man, can he fight the #1 ranked flyweight contender. This division has really appealed to the fans over the last several years, and this man has made himself undeniable, gets his first title shot in the UFC tonight.
You know, John, these guys are small, but I believe that is one of the most skilled divisions in the entire UFC, and this gentleman has really separated himself from the pack. He has done everything necessary to put himself right on the verge of doing something special. He believes that he's going to get it done tonight. Every part of him believes that he's the best. Now he has to go out and show it.
No man should weigh 125 pounds. I mean, let's be honest, but that is a package of skill and will and grit that looks a whole lot like a future champion. All right, here he is, my 2023 Fighter of the Year and the undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion, Alexandre Pantoja. Pro debut at 17 years of age in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Finally breaks through to win the undisputed UFC title at 33 years of age. He is as watchable and as well-rounded as any fighter in the sport. And in advance of his first title defense at our fighter meeting, he said, now the focus is getting my pound-for-pound due. I know I'm the best flyweight in the world. I'm out to prove that again tonight. But I want to show the masses that I can be the pound-for-pound king, and he might just be that guy. Well, it is the venue in which every UFC athlete hopes to one day compete, and we are now ready to go from Madison Square Garden here in New York City. All right, let's get to the tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, John the Magician Dodson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Alexandre the Cannibal Pantoja.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here featuring the American top team trained flyweight contender, Alexandre Pantoja. Injuries limited him to just one appearance in 2020, but now he is back in a more regular competing cycle, and the results really speak for themselves. This man poses danger everywhere. The danger factor particularly high on the ground when it comes to his submission game, but if you sleep on him on the feet, he'll put you to sleep. Just ask Matt Schnell. Solid kick by him there. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combinations with the kick.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
Big shot lands for both guys.
A lot of different looks. He switches to southpaw now. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, feet on the hips here. Pantoja getting worked here from the top. Ground and pound strikes raining down. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Dodson's got the full mount. Minute and a half to go in our opening round.
Nice.
Constantly a moving target. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Well, he's avoiding a lot of the damage here on the ground. Nicely done with the head movement there. Not big shots landed by him now. Pantoja's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Now drops inside that closed guard. Looks like he might attempt the guillotine now. That guillotine is tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense. He passed the half guard.
Second round, straight ahead. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the... All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two.
Nice kick.
Oh, that's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's got to be over very soon. Oh, there we go. He passes the half.
Dodson gets up, he is back on the feet. Looks like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Pantoja's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Oh, it's a different round, same result, yet another takedown for this well-rounded fighter. I didn't know his offensive wrestling was this good.
It's never looked that good, but it's rooted in the matchup. The guy can't defend takedowns, so he looks like an NCAA champion. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Oh, that's gotta be it. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is held on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Drops down inside the now. Oh, and he locks up a triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's up. What's this defense on display?
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know...
Oh, heavy shots raining down.
Oh, my goodness.
You gotta be kidding me. You
about that as he pounds him out for the TKO. Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
All right, the official decision is inside the octagon. That's where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 47 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, John the Magician Dodson!
So the Magician John Dodson with yet another big performance here tonight. I'm just not sure there's a fighter on this roster who enjoys his day job as much as Dodson does. That is one pure athlete right there, and a guy who very well could be a UFC champion before his career is said and done.